evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. This will be my final Hearthstone video for a while as I'm going on a trip this weekend. Previously, we played against a couple of Sunday afternoon casual players, one of whom almost beat me, which is a little bit distressing, but hey, he had a good draw. I had a bit of a slow one, and I ended up pulling it out in the end, so it was all good. But probably some harder games are coming up here. Let's see what they are. I look forward to testing my mettle. Let's take a sip of good luck water. Haven't done that in a while. It's another priest. This is the Arena of Priests. This is a different priest. This is True Me. This is not Elrond, 99th of his name. Let's just keep his hand. It doesn't have any removal, but Scarlet Crusader is pretty good against pretty much everyone other than mages and paladins. And the YoloBomber, who beat 1 in 64 odds in the last game to kill my grizzly bear, is here on the first turn of the game, where hopefully he won't be quite as devastating. Now, there is, a 1 in 27 chance that if I drop him on turn 2, the Northstrike Cleric will just die. But, hopefully that's not going to happen, and we don't have the same problem again. I mean, honestly, if I play this on turn 2, and he kills the Northstrike Cleric, I am not going outside for a month. Because that means if I do, I'm getting hit by lightning. Amani Berserker. Ah, interesting card here. Well, that's actually a real problem, because basically if I run in and heal and draw a card, this guy will become a 5/2. He could actually kill my Northstrike Cleric and still live. If I play the Mad Bomber, problem here is I don't have enough mana left afterward to heal myself. And I might just trigger the Enrage on this. So what I'm actually going to do, I think, is...
Right away.
This is crazy, but I'm actually gonna swing in and I'm gonna heal. I think that's the best alternative I had, cause he was gonna do that anyway. He was gonna do it anyway, so I might as well do that on my terms and then play the Grizzly Bear next turn and try to trade with this. Many things can go wrong with that plan. He might have Shadow Word Pain and kill my Grizzly, but it's worth a shot, I think. Shadow Word Pain. Okay, he's using Shadow Pain on my Cleric, so if he doesn't have another one, the Grizzly will be able to trade off with this Berserker. And that is going to be the plan. Now, the Scarlet Crusader would have been a more aggressive play, but the problem there is then the Imani Berserker could attack me, and I don't want to take 10 damage on, the third turn of the game, so we're going to just try to trade off like this. Power Word Shield. Ah ha ha. That is a pretty good play.
Put this apple on your head.
Oh my god, we're going to have to go for the YoloBomber here. I could silence it. Okay, if the YoloBomber fails... silence is a last resort. Otherwise...
Wanna blow something up?
oh, thank goodness. Okay. Whew. I could silence the Knife Juggler. I don't think the Knife Juggler's ability is that threatening, though, at the moment. So we're just going to heal up past the turn. Alright, next turn we can play Lightspawn, and unfortunately the odds of this combo coming to fruition are really small. My opponent would have to do, literally nothing. But it's not impossible, so we'll give it a shot. Next turn, we'll be looking forward to trading this Mad Bomber for the Knife Juggler, and playing our own Lightspawn. So this is quite an even game so far here. Oh my gosh, hang on a minute. I could silence the Lightspawn! Wow, that would be really good, I think. Yeah, I think it would be totally worth it. Yeah, let's play this, and play this Epic Silence. Now, Shadow Word Pain does not kill the Lightspawn, so we're just going to go boop. I gotta admit, that was pretty good. Now, most priests I've seen do seem to enjoy playing with Inner Fire, so this can become a 5/5 at any moment. If it does, alright, we'll trade it off. But if he doesn't have that card, this is just a 0/5. Mad Bomber. Oh my gosh, that's a really good answer against light spawns, because it drops their health for every one it hits. Only one hit, though, so I can't really complain. That seems fine to me. Well, next turn, we're looking forward to playing a... Oh, holy smites. What is he doing? Jesus Christ, he just spent 3 cards killing my Lightspawn. Well, I guess I won't complain. When in doubt, play another Lightspawn. Yeah, my opponent had such a hard time dealing with that Lightspawn. I'll just play another one. He spent 2 removal spells and a tick of the Mad Bomber to kill my guy. Actually, the Mad Bomber tick was irrelevant, because Holy Bolt would have dropped the Lightspawn to 3 attack, and then Shadow Word Pain would have finished him off anyway. So the Mad Bomber did absolutely nothing, except smack me and smack the C04. Alright, this is both good and bad. The good news is my light spawn's about to be an 8/8, but the bad news is, once it charges in here, it becomes a 4/4. I don't have enough mana left over to heal, which is sad. I could play the Lightwell, which is interesting, and play the Scarlet Crusader. I could do like Lightwell. This is what started my turn. Damn it. It might actually heal me instead of my light spawn is the problem. Now another option would be to play this and not swing at the Divine Shield. Just pass the turn. Then he could go into me if he wants, but then my 6/6 could finish it off if I so chose. Oh, this is where silence would be really nice. I wish I had that silence now as well. But no, silencing this was just too good. It was just too good. Okay, so I could also play Lightwell or the Scarlet Crusader. That's basically my other option. That would be 5 my 7 mana, so I could swing in. This guy become a 1/1, make him a 3/3. Still not relevant. I really need to play this and be able to heal it. Is the problem. I could play this Scarlet Crusader and then heal myself. This guy can't technically kill any of my creatures. Yeah, we'll try that. We'll keep our surprises in our hand. So we'll try it like this and see what happens. Who knows? I might even draw my Inner Fire. Anything can happen. This was a perfect answer to my imminent light spawn combo. So let's see what he decides to do. See, if he swings in and makes my guy a 1/1, next turn I can play the Temple Enforcer, make it a 4/4, heal it, make it a 6/6, and then kill his guy. And there's a 50-50 chance the light spawn will just heal this back up. Alright, looks like he's going to go for the kill. Alright, to prevent me from healing it back up. That's very fair. I can't quite kill it now. That's unfortunate. Maybe I should have just played the Temple Enforcer. Well, given what my opponent did, the Temple Enforcer, it turns out, would have been better. But, such is life. Temple Enforcering the Scarlet Crusader is pointless. It still dies to the Sunwalker. This is annoying. Actually, Temple Enforcer, I'm amazed how unhelpful it is right here. Holy Nova, is this helpful? Well, I can't Holy Nova and play these guys. Holy Nova drops it down to 5. Oh my god, if he hadn't Power Word shielded, Holy Nova would in fact have let me kill this thing. Divine Shield, or +3 health on this is totally pointless. Damn it! Ugh, this is terrible. Alright, we'll put this on the board just to have a big guy on the board. We're going to make this bigger just to stop this from trading it, I guess. And I'm actually going to pass the turn without attacking. So basically, if I attack in, he can attack in and kill me, but instead, if he attacks, I can attack in and finish him off. And then maybe this turn we'll play some more stuff, hoping, and then Holy Nova would drop this to the point where Temple Enforcer could kill it. That's even if he doesn't attack my Scarlet Crusader. It'll also kill off this Worgen Infiltrator. Alright, so he might spend his turn killing my light. Well, I'm okay with that. That means I played a 2-mana creature that ate up 2 of his attacks. Saved me basically 6 damage. And actually 9 damage, if you count the heal on myself. Alright, well, what does he have as a follow-up? That is going to be the important thing. If he leaves my stuff alone, it's almost a certainty I'm going to be playing Holy Nova. That'll drop this to 5 health. My Temple Enforcer could then kill him. Actually, no. I'm going to deal damage first. You have to make sure you do things in the right order in this game. First, I'm going to hit, go down to 2 health, then play Holy Nova, heal. This will die, then I can pop the Divine Shield, kill that thing. Oh, that thing will already be dead. Faceless Manipulator. Interesting that he chose to make a 6/6 instead of a taunting 4/7. I've got to think that's a mistake. I don't understand why you make a 6/6 at this stage when you need the protection. Okay, well, that does make things a bit more difficult. Sadly, shit. This will go down to a 4 health, which is just 1 point of damage away from being able to be killed by the Scarlet Crusader, which is really sad. But I think the plan still stands, so we're going to do it. Yep. Well, are we? I could just attack. No, that's not good. Okay, we're going to attack like this. I could pop the Divine Shield there. Heal this. Make it a 6/7. Not use Holy Nova. Nah, let's just use it. We'll also play a Grizzly Bear to protect my guy. And, you know, I'm just going to kill this. Keeps my Divine Shield up. Just in case he has an Inner Fire or any shenanigans later. It'd be nice to not have that on the board. And so now he can kill this bear, but then I can pop the Divine Shield, finish him off, and then start swinging for the faces. I've got 3 cards on the screen to my 4, so unless these 2 cards are incredibly good, his initiative won't mean much, and I should be able to ride out the rest of this game. I think I've played True Me the Priest before. I can't remember if I won or not. If you click enough, does this guy wake up? Apparently not. Alright, he's thinking about stuff, so it must not be an easy decision for him. That's good news. Even after he heals himself, he's only going to be at 6 health, so the bear plus the Divine Shield will finish him off. Although I have to admit, I haven't really been thinking about that. Priest, one of the things about Priest that makes him so good is it's a little bit tricky for your opponent to remember your ability. I feel like the other abilities are a little bit, you know, less memory intensive, whereas the Priest, just the fact that he can kill his creatures is a little bit tricky sometimes. He's gonna go ahead and kill my bear with a very expensive spell. So he can pop the Divine Shield and survive, but I don't think it's a good play because then I can just run into him again and he's still trading a 6/6 for his 3/3. So he's gonna keep my guy around with the Divine Shield. Fair enough, sir. Fair enough. All right. Well, let's swing. Play this. And I'm going to give the health buff here. Reason being, if this gets mind controlled, it's not as big of a deal. And he's not going to mind control, so what am I talking about? He's mind control my 6/6, of course. And if he doesn't mind control it and I draw Inner Fire, which is in here somewhere, this would become a 10/10, and that would be the end of the line. Alright. My opponent seems to have had a card in his hand that didn't do anything for him. Mine is actually really good. He might, like, you know, if he mind controls this, I could kill it and keep on swinging, which is nice. Granted, with these 2 guys, I'm only dealing 4 damage a turn, and he's healing 2 damage a turn, so I'm only dealing 2 damage a turn, so it's a bit slow. It'd be nice to draw one of my other Temple Enforcers or anything good. But he appears to have nothing. I don't know what these cards are. Like, maybe he's got like a divine thing where it's like it doubles a minion's health. And then like a Power Word shield or something. It's just not worth playing. I'm not going to play the Abomination. It doesn't really hurt my team that much, but I don't want to go up to 4 characters because, hey, then there's that mind control tech that he might be trying to use. Let's just keep it simple. This is enough to kill him pretty soon, so we'll just take it slow. He's 1 damage. He's actually, you know, maybe I should have played it just to kill him 1 turn sooner. I don't know. Swamp Ooze, not relevant. Shadow Word Death, slightly more relevant. Shadow Word Pain would be really good against this. It would kill it through the Divine Shield. And then I'd only have a 1/10. Silence. Interesting. That makes sense. I guess silencing this wouldn't have reduced its power, just its health. Holy Nova. Interesting. Alright, mind control. Mind control. Okay, this is the wrong Shadow Word. Let's just go ahead and do the following. Attack. Heal. Swing. And if I play this and he mind controls it, I'll mind control it back. So yeah, we're going to do this. If he kills us, my guys survive. If he silences it, I don't care. It's a 4/4 basically for 5 mana, which is bad, but that's what I need right here. Just more damage per turn. He's drawn a couple more cards than I have, so I've been playing a good game here. Keeping massive card advantage despite drawing fewer cards in my deck. That's always nice. It's your Drake. Well, let's swing and see if it makes any difference. Maybe. Cabal Priest. Okay, that's cool. Alright. He's got a mind control tech. He might be able to steal my Abomination, but then I can mind control it back and swing for the win. So it's pretty much over. Even after the heal, I only need 1 of my 4/4s and the other 2 Jumper Nuggets to finish him off. Deal 8 damage. Sad that I never got to use the Shadow Cabal Priest, or Cabal Shadow Priest. It's a really neat card. It's like a Kodo, but better. So it's 1 more mana than the Kodo. It has 1 more power than the Kodo. It steals a minion of your choice rather than a random one. And you take it over to your side instead of destroying it. This is way better than the Stampeding Kodo. And the Stampeding Kodo is already really good. So yeah, I don't know what did I do. I picked the Cabal Shadow Priest over. I remember it was something really good. I can't remember what it was, though. But I have no regrets. Even though I haven't actually got to use it at all in 3 games, I still have no regrets. I think it was the right pick. Just on a philosophically principle level. That is a darn fine card. Man, instant GG. This is my 3rd priest out of 4. Do we have a problem in this game? Or are there too many priests? Is this becoming like an official issue? Okay. Well, I don't want to keep this stuff around. It's all kind of situational. So I'd rather just get more solid early game plays. Ah, there we go. North Track Cleric, always happy to see you. Hopefully I can get a card out of that. Oh, that's the exact same situation. North Track Cleric, Mad Bomber. God, this Mad Bomber has been a frustration all game. I've wished it was anything else. Although, to be fair, he was really good last game. He finished off the Monty Berserker, I think. So it was good. It was good. It was good 2-drop. He's definitely paid for himself. Okay, I could coin out the Grizzly, but I think what I'll do is just... Okay, let's actually attack first in case this does die, and play the Mad Bomber. Alright, the fact that even one hit it is kind of unfortunate. It now means a Holy Smite finishes this off. But if he doesn't have a Holy Smite, I can heal it next turn for a card. Ah, that also finishes it off. Well, that's unfortunate. He's made us. This is a good player. He's killing off the weaker creature, but the one that draws cards. That's exactly what you should do, because the card draw is way more important. But I am getting a bit of an edge on the board here. Got 6 damage, which is not to be underestimated. Plus, I've got 4, 5, 6, 5. I've got an ultimate curve here. Oh my gosh, my opponent has a slow start. He skipped a beat. He skipped a beat. He had nothing to do on turn 4. Is it worth coining out the Azure Drake? This puts more power on the board than the Warden. Obviously, it uses my coin. The alternative is to play the Mogushan Warden and then coin out this next turn, potentially. You know what? Let's actually coin out the Drake. It puts more power on the board. It draws me a card. Helps me cement my lead. Okay, now that I know that was in the works, I'm a little sad, because I could have play this on turn 5, coin another one, play another one on turn 6. But at the same time, now I have a 4-4 on the board instead of a 1-7, so I'm dealing more damage, so it's potentially going to be better. Alright, this is a pretty good answer. It does not die to Shadow Word Pain, because it's a little bit too hard-hitting. And it's going to kill my bear, which is a shame. I also can't kill it without 2-for-1ing myself, so that was actually a really great play. Now I wish, of course, I'd played the Temple Enforcer last turn. Blah. Well, what we're going to do is play the Warden. I don't think the Lightwell is really necessary here, and we're just going to swing by. So basically, my opponent's in trouble now. I mean, he can kill my bear, but if he just plays a generic creature here, he's going to take 8 damage. So he has to be very careful. Oh my lord, that is a frustration. This guy is also really good against my board. Jesus, this game's starting to turn around a little bit. Well, Shadow Word Pain seems like a pretty good answer to that. Then the Silence is useless. Yeah, the silencing this doesn't make any difference. 4 mana is not that great. I could play Lightwell and try to bait him into attacking the Lightwell instead of my creatures. Is that worth it? Alternate plan would just be to swing with both my guys into that and kill it. Take a point of damage on each, but it doesn't actually make any difference. And then play a Temple Enforcer. That is a lot better. Yeah, that's way better. So we're going to do this, and now at least my Azure Drake survives against this stuff. Well, he definitely caught back up with this Cabal Shadow Priest. And I made a little gamble here by playing the Azure Drake early, and it didn't pay off. I really should have, just held onto the coin to play this on turn 5 and another one on turn 6. So now I'd say that my opponent is all caught up. He's got 7 cards on the board to my 5. I am to play, but he's got the edge. Silence is pointless. This guy's just a 6/6. I can't play the Lightwell and this. Oh my god, this is terrible. Shadow Word Pain doesn't work on this thing. Mother of God. Well, we're doing this. We're playing a naked 6/6. It's better than the alternative. Golly Jesus, one little play makes all the difference. I should not have coined out the Drake. Sunwalker is very good right here. However, Mind Control is also very good right here. Now, of course, my opponent has so many cards and he's a priest. He's pretty likely to have a Mind Control. Inner Fire is not what I need. Oh, my Mogushan Warden's already passed the bucket, but I have Lightwell. Alright, what we're going to do is Mind Control this. My thinking is, if my opponent Mind Controls it back, that will be his entire turn, and I can actually silence it, and then trade into it. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, you want to do that? Alright, we can play this game, buddy. We can play this game, and you will lose. Or I could just mind control it back. Is that really the best play? Let me think. Okay. What I could do is I could play the Spellbreaker, silence this, make it a 4-5. Healing it's no good, so I could trade in. I got a 4-3 on the board. He's got 10 mana, 7 cards. I think it's actually better to mind control. Crazy as that is, I think this is better because I deal 6 damage, and I think that's actually really important. When your opponent has this many cards against you, it's important to put him in kind of do-or-die situations, because now he can't just play good creatures. He doesn't have any time. Okay, that buys him some time. Very good.
Wanna blow something up?
That was a little bit unlucky for him. He's going to heal up, though, which is okay. Alright. Temple Enforcer's pretty good right here. I can do everything I want to do. That's great. I can Temple Enforcer this. I can Shadow Word Pain this. Play the Lightwell. I've got Inner Fire next turn, so I can buff it up. And I can swing. I could have Inner Fired this, but it would have only dealt 3 extra damage. That wouldn't have been enough to kill him. Although, could I have played this healed? I could have dealt 9 damage, and that's still not enough to kill him. So anyway, I'm threatening to kill him. Any 2 of my creatures could kill him at the moment, so I'm just trying to pressure my opponent because... Oh my god, that's a really good answer. So he just spent 2 mana to kill my life. Well, alright, he's still dead. Still dead. If he plays a taunt, I can silence. If he plays 2 taunts, I can silence them both. I can also heal this. Swing for 9 damage with Inner Fire. Alright, there it is. That's the game. Whew, that was a good game by instant GG. Glad to have the second Mind Control. Although, to my credit, it wasn't just a matter of top-decking Mind Control. I also had a silence and I could have traded my creature in. I just judged that Mind Control was better because it let me put more damage on my opponent and let me run away with the game before he could catch up with the superior card advantage. But it wasn't just a top deck thing in that game. My computer's running a bit slow. Let me go ahead and close some stuff I do not need. There we go. Seems to be running faster already. Well, this is a pretty good start to the arena. 4 wins, although, of course, at 4 wins is where you start to run into roadblocks. People playing with really good decks. My deck is pretty good. I've got most of the good Priest comments. I could use a Power Word Shield and a Mind Vision, but I won't complain too much. Mr. Tough Stuff, the Shaman. That's a cool Shaman name. I don't like this map. This map's not as fun as the other maps. Alright, I'm going to make a little bit of a gamble here. I'm going to obviously mulligan the 6s, but I'm also going to mulligan the 4 as well. Against the Shaman, I'd like to really maximize my odds of having stuff to play early on. Alright, this will do. Inner Fire, not so good now that I've passed the Light Spawn. The Temple Enforcers, but hey, whatever. Alright, we're going to pass the turn here. Mad Bomber going to be coming down next turn, relatively risk-free. Might even kill something. Nope, not going to killing anything. Right, this is actually a little bit unfortunate. I'm getting all these, like, situational wacky cards. Alright. But I do have creatures. So I'm gonna have 6 damage on the field pretty shortly here. Might do fine. Lightning Bolt. Oh, he's gonna be overloaded next turn. That's great. Still only gonna have 2 mana. Temple Enforcer. That's gonna be handy for Inner Fire. Maybe. Do kind of have to wait 3 turns for that, but you never know. And actually, I'm in a bit. You know what? I'm in a bit of a tough spot. Look at this. I have nothing to play next turn. Absolutely nothing whatsoever. Okay. That was a good top deck. There is no denying this information. Now, like I said, everybody seems to play with silences, and having a Light Spawn silence is really heartbreaking because it's just such an effective answer to the card. It makes it totally wimpy. But I can Inner Fire and bring it back. Of course, if he silences after I Inner Fire, that's really devastating. Let's see here. Fairy Dragon? Well, I have a couple options here. I could leave the Fairy Dragon alone and just have it trade with my bear. No problemo. I could attack in with the Light Spawn, but then the Light Spawn gets a bit weaker, but then I can play another Light Spawn. Actually, that seems really good. Let's do that. That. Don't see any reason to kill this totem. It's stupid. You don't want to treat all totems as if they were taunt totems, because then that makes them much better than they need to be. In other words, what I'm saying is, if every time a shaman plays a totem, you kill it, it's as if all of his totems are taunt totems, and that's not good. Is that a fire elemental? Oh my god, it's a fucking fire elemental. Yeah, play your fire elemental, you punk. Alright, so, here I think the best play actually might be to Temple Enforce this guy, make it a 5/5 swing in for the kill. If I Temple Enforce this guy, I get an 8/8 that becomes a 2/2. But they can be healed up later. Maybe that is actually better. Alright, we'll do that. It's just kind of sad that I don't have enough to heal it, but that's alright. Alright, we're going to do this. Keep the creatures on the board, I guess. No need to kill that healing totem, so let's just pass on up. Lightning Storm wouldn't even be that great for him here. It'd kill my light spawns, but it would leave this guy alive. Doomhammer, that's pretty good. Okay, well now obviously I regret making 2 little light spawns instead of 1 big one, because he can just kill them both with his hammer. Oops. I have nothing to steal with my Cabal Priest. This is just terrible. Oh no! Things went downhill. My god, that one decision. I mean, I don't want to play around an epic card, but if I had made this left this guy a 5/5, he'd still be alive right now, and I could heal him up and deal lots of damage. Well, at this rate, we're gonna just swing for 6, which is pretty good. None of my cards are playable here. I could deal 5 damage to my opponent, but I guess at this point I'm holding this out as a finisher. Let's go ahead. I don't want to play this without anything to steal, so let's play this. Give my big guy taunt. Heal myself. Pass the turn. Inner Fire will sneak an extra point of damage out of this Sun Fury Protector. The taunt actually is kind of nice here because it stops him from smacking this guy and killing it. Feral Spirit, well, that's a pretty good card. It slows me down considerably. Spell Power. Alright, all things considered, it could have been a lot worse. So what I can do now is... this is good. I'm actually going to... Wait, can I win? Hold on, can I win? Always look for the win, kids. Silence 1... Oh, it's the wrong shadow word. Silence 1. No, I can't win. Okay. Thank God this healing totem doesn't heal heroes. That's such a good nerf. Okay. I am going to steal one of these things.
Let me change your
I will choose that one. Now I have to decide, is it worth it to shadow word, or to silence it? So if I silence it, I can deal 8 damage to him. He drops down to 6. Then next turn... Actually, I can Inner Fire. No, that's dumb. I can Inner Fire, deal 9 damage. He drops down to 5. Might be able to actually kill him next turn with another attack and Holy Fire. My alternative, of course, is just to attack into this, heal it. And yeah, that's a little bit more conservative. Let's go ahead and just do this. Heal. Swing past. Not too worried about the spell power. He's overloaded. He can't do that much. Even a Lightning Bolt won't kill the Shadow Word Priest. 50% of the time, it'll definitely won't kill this. Lava Burst. Alright, good card, but it is overloading him a lot. He's got another Feral Spirit. Okay, touche, sir. Touche. Is he gonna hit this twice? Wow. Wow. Ballsy, son. That's ballsy. I might be able to beat him this turn. Let me think. Oh, I can't. Oh, no, hang on. I can. Hang on. I think I can. I think I can. What we need to do is play Inner Fire on this guy. 3 damage. Silence. Kill it. 4 damage. Holy Fire. Oh, that's the most epic Inner Fire ever. Doink. That's a pretty good card there, that Silence. Alright, well played, Mr. Tough Stuff. Well played. I was gonna say, well played, Mr. Shaman, but I realized his name is Mr. Something. I could just say his name instead. Yay! Guys, the verdict is in. Silence is a good card. I have to take back everything I've ever said about that card. You know, it's one of those things where you think a card is bad, then a person plays it against you once and crushes you with it, and you're like, well, that was a bad card, it just happened to be good here. Then they do it again, then they do it a third time, and then you're like, okay, you know what, maybe this is actually a good card. Like, if it's a bad card, but it always does good things, then I have a newsflash, it's actually a good card. So yeah, Silence has just been great. There was one game where I played it, and I wish I had kept it. And then there was this game where it helped me kill him a turn earlier. And there was that one game where I played it early, and then I wished the entire game that I still had it. Yeah, it was great. I'm so happy I drafted that card. That was a good experiment for education. This is, by the way, why when you play Arena, I highly recommend that you make, you know, sort of educational test picks, because you might learn that something's really good. Kirbynator, oh, I've played him before. I believe I had like a really heartrending loss against him recently. That's some for reason what I think of when I think of Kirbynator. I'm not 100% sure. Alright, this hand is not the greatest, but it's not the worst. I skip a beat on turn 3, but I can play this on turn 2. And I might even use the coin on turn 3 to silence if he drops something worth silencing, like a Harvest Gold. I would totally silence that. Alright, no need to coin on turn 1. That would be a waste of the coin. This is a generic 2-3, so I'm happy I drafted it, because it is important to have those to play on turn 2. Temple Enforcer, alright. Everything's great so far. Shamans have 1,000,001 ways to kill this. Well, 2. Lightning Bolt and Rockbiter Weapon. Spell power is not relevant at this juncture. And I probably will coin out and play a Shield Mass the next turn to leave myself open the option of playing a Spellbreaker the turn after that. Though this might be like that one game where I regretted not having the coin because it prevented me from playing Temple Enforcer on turn 5. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what I draw. Ideally, I'll draw a 3-mana thing. So that I can keep my coin around. Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Do I really get both of my Shadow Word deaths? That's unfortunate. Well, this is weird. I could swing into this and heal my guy back up. And it just dies to the Shattered Sun Cleric. This Shattered Sun Cleric is pretty good against a 2-3. I wish this were a 3-2 right now. Alright, yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to coin out. Taunt. And I'm going to... I am going to get to work on the Spell Power Totem. I think it would be a mistake to let that stick around. I don't want to use Silence on it if I don't have to, but I think it's important for me to try to work that thing down because it is giving him Spell Power and it is dealing damage, so it's worth getting rid of because it got buffed. Now I could be in trouble here if he's got like a Dark Iron Dwarf or something. Like a 5-3. Oh, that could be really good. Also, oh no, he's got the axe. I never saw any oozes in this draft. He gets some mad money here. Yep, he gets to, shit, this guy's gonna die to the axe. Oh, I shouldn't have hit the totem. Fuck. He can swing this and the totem in, kill my Senjin, kill this with the axe. He's got the wolf left over. I've got nothing good to play because I've got the wrong Shadow Words. Oh, bummer. And I've used my coin. No! Oh, God, everything's terrible. Everything is terrible. Inner Fire is not the ticket. Well, what I could do is silence this wolf. That seems dumb. What I'm actually going to do instead, I'm just going to heal. This is horrible. This is absolutely outrageously bad. But what I'm doing here is just hoping he overextends against Holy Nova because I'm horribly behind and I need to get lucky. That is not an example of overextending against Holy Nova. You, sir, are doing overextension against Holy Nova wrong. Well, we'll play this. This is an indirect way of killing the wolf, because when this guy dies, so will the wolf. He might have a silence, which everybody seems to these days, because it's the fashionable thing, but he might not, and if he doesn't, this is a really good answer to his board. It's pretty much silence or bust for him, because even if he... Oh, Hex. He can have a Hex as well. Shamans have an extra out against the Abomination. Looks like he does not have the silence or the Hex, or else he wouldn't be doing that. Alright, fair play, sir, fair play. He's gonna totem up, get a healer. Ooh, that's actually good right here because it's healing this guy. Oh my god, he's still not overextending against Holy Nova. Ja. Fuck. Lightwell is, under these circumstances, terrible. I could Lightwell and Inner Fire, make a 5-5 out of 2 cards, which is just the most awful thing I've ever done in my life. This is a 4-5, so he doesn't die to Shadow Word Death. Are you fucking kidding me? You know, sometimes you can't make the good plays. You have to make the least bad plays. That is the least bad play. And you might be wondering, Borge, you're crazy. This is a +3 health. You have Inner Fire. Yep, but if I stick around too much longer, I'm just going to be watching my own death. Man, I really wish one of these were Shadow Word Pain so I could kill this stupid beast. Oh god, he did not extend over against Holy Nova. He had giants to play. And if he has an answer for this giant, I'm in serious trouble. Serious ass trouble. Rockbiter Weapon. Aha. I see what you did there, sir. Fire! No! That's like the worst way you could have possibly gone about this. Oh my Christ. Oh, this is terrible. Everything is terrible. Alright, well I can Shadow Word Death the File Elemental. At least. I can at least do that. Can I play the Azure Drake and that? Nope, but this has to die. I'm once again going to do the least bad play as opposed to the good play, which is Lightwell Inner Fire. If you're wondering, Boris, is that a terrible play? The answer is yes, that is a terrible play. That is a horrifically bad play, but I just don't have any other options. I just can't deal with this stuff. And I'm at low health, so he's going to start to batter me down if I just let him keep playing without any pressure. So again, Silence will wreck my day. Hex will wreck my day. Even the Fire Elemental will wreck my day. There's a lot of stuff that will wreck my day. Pretty much anything. Ancestral Spirit, that actually, I'm okay with that. That's fine. Okay, so he gets his Yeti back. But at least he played a card. Actually, I guess that really is pretty terrible now that I think about it. That was pretty bad. Dust Devil. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I cannot play this and Holy Nova for another 2 turns. So I can't wait anymore. This thing's going to start doing too much damage to me. Light Spawn. Ugh. I have 3 mana left. Nothing here dies to Shadow Word Death. Motherfucking unbelievable. I can play the Light Spawn and the Spell Breaker. No. Nope, we're just gonna healing Holy Nova here. It doesn't really do much of value at all. But, and then I don't have anything to do except heal myself while he beats me for 10 damage. Oh my god, this game. Curbinator is my nemesis. He just had all the right cards that I just didn't have any of the right ones. Well, I didn't have, you know what, I can't say he had all the right cards. He really, like, didn't have the most elegant answers to what I did. But I just didn't ever... I was always playing things suboptimally this game. And I just fell way too far behind. Alright, Stampeding Kodo. That could kill something. Alright, well, see what it kills. It kills, of course, the least important creature. That's fantastic. He's got 4, 6, 8, 10 damage on me. But I can actually silence this thing to essentially heal 2 damage. So we got 4, 6, 8. Oh my god, this game is ridiculous. Technically, if he has no source of, like, hero pumping or extra damage, I live. Technically. If he has no lightning bolts, no rockbiter weapons, no dark-eyed dwarves, I will live. That is 2 extra damage. Fuck my life. I will lose. Oh my god, this game. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Well, anyway, we got up to 5-0, so a painful loss is sad. I just now feel like I have this vendetta against Curbinator. I'm pretty sure he was a shaman last time, too. This is a man who loves shamans. You can nerf shamans, it will not stop him from playing shamans. And I've lost to him before, and I kind of want vengeance. I want to play him again. I want to see if I can do it. I just had kind of an awkward start. He got the upper hand early, and then I was forced to play suboptimally the entire game to try to catch up. You know, if those Shadow Word deaths, like if just one of them had been Shadow Word Pain, it would all have been different. Kappa King, another shaman. Man, now I'm scared of shamans. There's a little bit of time there where I wasn't that scared of shamans. Like, yeah, they got nerfed, Healing Totem sucks now, but now I'm genuinely scared. Okay, definitely don't want these. I don't want that either. Whatever, we'll just fish for our early plays here. Okay, there we go, that's fine. Shadow Word Pain, this is the correct Shadow Word. Shadow Word Death is the incorrect one, but at least I have this janky creature to play on turn 2. God, if this had been a 3-2, it would have all been different as well. Bah. Yeah, because I could have killed the Spell Power Totem in one shot, then it wouldn't have died to his... Then it would have still died to his axe, but the totem would have been gone. Oh, it would have all been different. It would have all been different, but no. Temple Enforcer is on the ready. This gentleman is very excited to play 5 turns from now. Zero Drake. Alright, so that's just only like 2 turns where I'm not doing anything. That's fine. So the Shaman plays a creature. I can use one of my non-turns to kill his creature with Shadow Word Pain. I really hope that happens. Otherwise I'll fall way too far behind. Dark Gates are closed. Loot Hoarder, interesting. Well, I don't even need to use Shadow Word Pain for that. We can achieve the same effect by doing that and healing. I could have swung past him, of course, but I didn't want this guy to have 1 health on my turn because it's possible that he could have, like, buffed the Loot Hoarder before running in, or had, like, an Earth Shock or a Frost Shock or something. Figured I would just take the safe approach. And Light Spawn's a very good play on turn 4, so I'm glad I drew that. He's really indecisive about something. Okay, Light Spawn is great, but I do have to give consideration to Shadow Word Pain. This is a good creature. I don't have Inner Fire here, so Lightwell's actually not that good right now. Hang on, I could play Lightwell, swing... No, that's dumb, because it happens at the beginning of the turn. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and just kill it. I think I respect that creature enough that it's worth killing it. Play Lightwell. Swing. Pass turn. So, missed a chance to play the Lightspawn, but next turn I can play the Azure Drake or the Lightspawn, kind of just depending on what he does. Shadow Word Death is going to be a dead card for a while, unless he has the epic Earth Elemental and coins it out. Did he use his coin yet? I don't think he has. Earthen Ring Farseer, okay. I have no ways of killing this. And it will kill my Sun Fury Protector. I guess, change of plans, let's play the Warden.
I got this.
Protect my little dudes. Running into my Warden is useless. This is one of the frustrations of playing against the Lightwell, because the Lightwell will just heal the damage that this guy inflicts. And then maybe next turn I can play a Temple Enforcer. Although actually what I'd like to play next turn is a Lightspawn and then Temple Enforcer. Hex! Wow! On a Warden. Well, I'm happy to see that. That's A-okay by me. I guess he really wants to kill my Sun Fury Protector here. That is just fine, sir. Just fine. Alright, Grizzly. Well, that's perfect. It's not actually perfect, because then I'm wasting 3 mana. You know what? Let's just drop this and do it this way. Why not just do that, huh? And let's kill the Healing Totem. The reason is he could smack in, and then a little bit of it would get healed up. I don't want him to do that. Let's just kill the Healing Totem, nip the problem in the bud, and get a 6/6 on the board. So he's got tons of cards. 8 cards, Jesus. He really just, I guess he just never spent his coin or his extra second player card, so that's why. So anyway, he's got tons of cards. It's sad that I use this on my Temple Protector rather than Lightspawn, but there are like 2 other Temple Enforcers in here, and this is a pretty difficult combo to pull off anyway. Next turn at 7 mana, I can Azure Drake and heal. Fire Elemental might be incoming. No, no Fire Elemental. Boulder Fist Ogre. Ah, I see. Coin? It's doing something. Or sorry, he's silencing it. See, that's cute. Okay. I'll take that. Well, here, Shadow Word Death is a pretty good card. Doink-a-loink. You know what? Let's just kill this thing. Yeah, that seems like a fine use of my time. Swing ahead, and it's time for the Lightspawn. So this is a pretty big board here. You'd better do some good things to catch up. I've got pretty good plays behind it, too. Taunter, card draw. There's the Fire Elemental, of course. Of course. Cult Master is rather spectacular here. Let's play the Cult Master, for sure. Now, do I want to trade both of these guys in for a card or just one? I think we'll just keep this guy around. Let's just take one card from the Cult Master. Holy Fire, very solid card. Swing, Bear, Master. This is an important card to draw because it will kill some big creatures. It'll kill Fire Elemental, for example. It's a 1/1. Fair enough. Lightning Storm. He was hoping for a Spell Power Totem. Alright, my bear got lucky and survived. This is luck. It could have died right there. It chose not to die, which is nice. And he's got nothing else for 3 mana. Alright, Spellbreaker's not useful. Before we do anything else, let's go ahead and draw a card. Lightspawn. Alright, that seems good. So we'll kill the little totem to stop my bear from dying. We'll attack with the bear. Keeping up lots of pressure here. My opponent's on the back foot, which isn't to say that he can't win, but he's at a disadvantage. 5, 9, 12, 14, 19 damage. Too short of killing him. Don't see any way to squeeze any extra damage out of the situation. He's highlighting my Lightspawn as though he thinks of doing something to it. Perhaps he has a damaging spell. He's wondering if it's worth hitting the Lightspawn to get it... Oh no, yes, silence. Well, that's what he was doing, I see. Alright, it was a good play. Good play. Silence is actually a little overloaded on the silence here, thanks. Well, I'm waiting for my Inner Fire so I can turn this back on. Let's go ahead and... I can't kill this with my... God, I wish this had 3 attack. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and play this. So that he can run his silencer in and all my stuff will survive against it. So I'm gonna swing past him, dealing the damage, and I'm gonna heal up. Now I could run in, finish off the Drake with his Stormforged Axe. Don't think that would be a good play though, he'd be taking rather perilous damage. He's gonna go for it, alright. Fair enough. Ah, you have that. I see, sir. I see. Little do you know, I have this! Actually, doesn't matter what he hits now because he's taking the damage either way. He's gonna lose! Oh my god, if he doesn't have to do anything else for that 3 mana. Like play another Taunter. Nope, that's not a Taunter. Is that a Taunter? Oh my gosh, it's everybody's favorite. The final turn, Irrelevant Molten Giant. Boink. It really, I should just, someone should make like a sitcom with just nothing. Sitcom? Why did I say sitcom? Someone should make like a show. It's like a highlight reel of nothing but people playing Molten Giants for free right before they die. It happens so much, it is hilarious. Alright, we're up to 6-1. That's pretty great. Happy to be here. Have a chance to lose and then still get up to 7. But let's go for the gold, go for the glory right away here. It's interesting. So I mentioned in a previous video that it seems that after the patch, you get more wins at 9 than at 8. This is not actually true. So enough people have put forward their statistics now that there's a statistically significant sample size where actually you get more gold on average for 8 wins than for 9, in case you're wondering. It's way more for 8 than for 7, and it's even more for 8 than for 9. It's a notable difference. And part of the reason for that is that at 9 mana you get all these like extra rewards, the cards and stuff, so they reduce your gold payment. This is actually a perfectly fine starting hand. I don't mind starting off with Mad Bomber and then a Lightwell. I might even coin the Mad Bomber out, and I can play this on turn 3. Pretty good stuff. Lightwell's actually good to have around against multi-shot. That's one of the most fearsome hunter turn 4 plays. Okay. Mad Bomber just hates me today. What the heck? Right, anyway, so that was a good start. The reason I'm doing that is so that next turn I can either Shadow Word Pain or play a Lightwell, depending on if he has a turn 2 play or not. Arcane Shot, okay. He's going to take care of my YoloBomber. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and play Lightwell. Happy to see that Kodo. Pretty good odds that there will be something good to do with it. Got quite the curve here. Look at this, 3, 4, 5. I actually have a straight 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, that's a pretty good card against the Lightspawn, or Lightwell. We have to do a little bit of a change of plans here. Let's Shadow Word Pain this mother. And think, do I want to turn on Inner Fire? If he has a Deadly Shot, it's just a total waste of 2 cards. If he doesn't have Deadly Shot, it's really, really good, though. Alright, we're going to go for... Well, hang on. I could just put it on next turn and play out the Scarlet Crusader. So what I'm going to do is pass the turn, see what he does. If he plays a creature, I can Scarlet Crusader, then Inner Fire, and then I can at least kill a creature in the event that he has the Deadly Shot. Alright, this is great. So I can kill this thing right now very profitably. Shadow Word Death is the wrong Shadow Word. I think I only have 1 Shadow Word Pain. Alright, let's make this a 5/5 and swing. So 5/2, it's a bit vulnerable. However, multi-shot will actually just pop the Divine Shield, so all told, multi-shot's not super great. It would be his entire turn, and I can put a Lightspawn, a 5/5 right after it. He'd be in trouble. And that's probably one of his best plays. Kill command, alright, fair enough. Crocolisk, well that's great. Oh my gosh. I don't know if there is a worse feeling in the world than watching one of your creatures die to a Stampeding Kodo. I used to read this and think, just destroying a random minion with that's only got 2 or less attack, it's not even that big of a deal. But just over and over and over, it would be like the most irritating thing ever to have that played against me. Let's actually just go ahead and kill this. That seems like a good use of my mana. Play a bear. I'm going to play around Explosive Shot, so for that you want your lowest health creature to be in the middle. Pass the turn. And we've got more pressure incoming. We've got Lightspawn, so that's pretty good. So I've got 5 cards. He's got 4. He is first to play, but I've got a pretty good board advantage here. Multi-shot isn't really going to be that good. So I killed my bear, popped my shield, but that's most of his mana to do nothing. Ooh, that's not good at all. Alright, fantastic. Temple Enforcer, I think I'm actually going to play the Light Spawn. This is a bit greedy. I'm going to play the Light Spawn, hope I can do the Temple Enforcer thing. I'm going to kill the Fairy Dragon like this, heal my guy after it, and swing for 3. This is a very good place to be against the Hunter. End game, more card advantage, and you've taken no damage. So I've managed to out-aggress the Hunter, which is really good. If you can out-aggress the Hunter, their hero ability is literally useless. Like, just literally useless. If they're not about to kill you with it, it's like it's a very swingy ability. Either they are killing you with it, or it's nothing. So it's kind of cool like that. This was a bit of a desperation play. It shows that my opponent just doesn't have any good cards, because I can just kill this Twilight Drake right now. And I will do so. Let's go ahead and do that. Do I want to kill this thing? No, let's just swing at him. And I screwed up. I should have healed my Kodo. Oh, that was a big mistake. I should have healed my Kodo first, and then attacked with it, because I ended up having 2 mana left over, and the Kodo died for absolutely no reason. Oops, that was a pretty big mistake. But it looks like I might not actually have to pay for my mistake here, because this guy plus my Crusader still get the kill. Well, this guy plus my Light Spawn still get the kill. As that's the game. Alright, that is it, folks. Alright, we're up to our 7th win. That is exciting. Mr. Dead Silver. That is a really familiar name. I think I've lost to him before. Can't tell for sure, though. Let's even get up to 8. 8 is where the real big money is at. So if we can get there, that will be fantastic news to the extreme. The most I've ever gotten at 8, I think, was 295 gold. I don't think I've ever gotten more than that. But that's still a lot of gold. That's like 2 arena fees. The one you just did plus the next one. So it lets you like lose an arena while paying for your current arena. And then you're still getting the daily quests. You come out way ahead if you're trying to go infinite, or at least make your gold stretch out as long as you can, if you can get to 8 wins and get one of those really lucky 300 gold prize draws. Now, I'm not quite as rich as I look. You have to subtract 900 from my gold to see how much of this is actual skill. But if you subtract 900, it's about 800 gold. You get 700 just for beating a bunch of really easy achievements, so I'm a little bit ahead. Or actually staying even if you consider that the free arena is another 150. Yeah, so I'm about even. That's pretty good. It's like over, I think, 20 or so arenas that I've played since the patch came out. Those are all expensive cards. Let's see if we can get something cheaper, especially against rogues. Well, the Lightwell is actually kind of resistant to rogue removal. That's something, I suppose. You'd have to dagger this a lot, and it would heal itself in between daggerings. You'd really need, like, a Eviscerate and a Backstab to finish this thing off. Or, like, a Backstab and a Deadly Poison or something. This is the wrong Shadow Word. That's one annoying thing about Priests. You got these good cards, but they're, like, very, very good when they're good. But when they're not good, it's just a total waste of time. Slipping over all his cards, can't imagine what he would have here. He made the correct play not attacking with the dagger. There's really no point to attacking with the dagger whatsoever, because it would just, whatever damage he deals would get healed, and he'd waste the durability for no reason. If he has Deadly Poison, he could kill my bear. He's a rogue, so she's got a bajillion ways to kill my bear. River Crocolisk, fascinatingly, not one of the ways to kill my bear. Alright, well, I could play a Silencer, which is dumb, so what I'm going to do instead is kill his Crocolisk. Kill my guy. This is definitely an instance of skipping a beat, because that was a pretty unimpressive turn, all things considered. But I did kill a creature, so it could have been worse. I mean, if he hadn't played a creature, I would have done literally nothing. At least this way I took out one of his cards. Let's see if he has anything better to do for 4 mana than for 3. Looks like he's going to do 5 mana. Alright. Squire, attend me. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. Well, I'm not quite ready to do the combo. Oh, wait, no, I can. I can Inner Fire the Lightwell. I think we should do that. I have to think very carefully. If I do that, awkwardly I have nothing else I can play. So if I don't do that, let's say I just play my generic 4/6. Let's just say. He can kill my bear. Actually, with this Squire plus a dagger. I do this, make it a 5-5, I could swing, make it a 3-3, kill his guy, make it this a 3-1. You could finish it off with my dagger. I wouldn't want to leave this at 1 health, because Fan of Knives and Shiv would then both kill it, but then I'd be sacrificing my bear. I'm okay with that. We'll do that. Let's go ahead and do this. Kill this thing. Do that. Oh no, he had a pretty good play. I mean, I answered what he did, but it cost me a lot of health. Now what he really wants is an Eviscerate. That would, I think, be the best way to kill this, since Backstab can no longer damage damaged minions. Yeah, he'd want like a card, Eviscerate this, Dagger this, and he's way back in the game. If he doesn't do that, though, he's in trouble. Ah, Shiv. Right, I'm really glad they changed this to cost 2 mana. I've played with Rogues, and I've played with a lot of Shivs, and honestly, it feels totally fine as a 2 mana card. I just can't even believe it ever cost 1 mana. So that nerf to make it cost 2 mana rather than 1 is perfectly fine. I'm 100% okay with it. Okay, that's a pretty good card. I again have the wrong Shadow Word. My opponent's starting to realize that it's time to hit me with the dagger, which was absolutely the correct play, because what that means is that if he hadn't damaged me here, my Lightwell would have healed itself. Now I've got options here. I can silence heal attack. I can buff health attack, but then this thing still lives, so that's no good. I can YoloBomber. Heal, and then attack. Hoping the YoloBomber smacks this off. What if the YoloBomber fails, it's still silence, but then this guy would die. Oh, jeez, I don't know if I want a YoloBomb. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do that. Okay, we're gonna go for the less aggressive play. We're gonna put a body on the board. We're gonna heal up this Lightwell. We're gonna kill this thing. So you need a little bit of work to kill this. Either Fan of Knives or another Shiv, so he can finish it off with his dagger. Or an Eviscerate. But he doesn't seem to have an Eviscerate. I think he would have played it already. And even if he does use removal to kill this, still got this guy. It's really nice, actually, in this particular case, that Backstab cannot hurt damaged minions. That would have been a huge difference if he had his full 6 mana for the turn. Ah, Assassinate! Wow, that's great. I got a lot of mileage out of that. And that was his entire turn. So that's great. Happy to see that. Backstab. Oh, no, that's unfortunate. So he had the Backstab. Well, what this means is that now dropping this guy's not as good as it used to be. But what I can do is play the YoloBomber now. Seriously? Jesus Christ! The odds of all of them hitting you are 1 in 8, which is not as bad as 1 in 64. But come on. Come on, that was ridiculous. Alright, so I'm hoping you play something that I can steal. That'd be really nice. That is, not quite good enough. And I can't quite kill this thing with my guide. Oh, god damn it. And this is the wrong Shadow Word. Jesus Christ, everything is terrible. Oh, fuck. What is it? Play something that I can Holy Nova. Do something for. There we go. There we go. That's good. Alright. So, couple options here. I can play this, steal that thing. Leaves me with 2 mana. I could swing into the guy, heal, sacrifice the YoloBomber. Left with a 4-5. Well, that's really good board presence. Okay. Other options. Temple Enforcer. Mad Bomber becomes a 3-5. Swing in, swing in. Got 2 mana left over, I could heal. And then I've got a 6-6 on the board versus a 4-5 and a 2-3. Another option, I could play Light Spawn. I think that's the worst of the options, though. So do I blow this now or save it for later? Well, if I blow this now, I'm getting a pretty mediocre creature. If I save it for later, I might not get any creature. Let's just go ahead and play it now. Make sure we get value out of it. So we'll swing like this. We'll heal like this. And we'll trade that. So that Senjin definitely bought him a lot of time, but if you look, my board presence is really good. I've got 7 cards to his 5.5. So everything seems fine. Now I need is some weapons, and I'll be doing just great. Sinister Strike. Oh, geez, that's lucky for me. That is a bad card. I was just using it to guild up the combo. Ah, I see. Well, that's nice for him, I suppose. He only spent 2 mana to do that. Wow! That was a frickin' hell of a turn. I cannot believe how good that turn was. Jesus. That was about the best possible turn he could have had. Alright, we're going to play this, because I can take out the Kodo. Don't really care about the Kodo running into here. I can just heal it up afterwards. Seems fine. Cult Master I don't want to put down yet, though, because it will just die. So we're going to swing there. And we're going to heal there, and we're sadly going to pass the turn. Man, he had an amazing turn. Like, I still had something on the board and I had the initiative and the card advantage, but he really came back that turn. That was pretty impressive. Let's see if he can make lightning strike twice here and do some more great things. Ah, that's pretty good. Alright, well that will die to Holy Nova, so now it is Holy Nova. Oh my god. So my opponent, I don't think that was a mistake. He knows he's behind, so he's just saying, you know what, if he has the Holy Nova, then I lose. But if he doesn't have it, then I might be okay. Shadow Word Death Soul doesn't kill anything. This is tragically 4 attack. So what we're going to do is play the Holy Nova. And he's probably going, yeah, alright, he had the Holy Nova. Then, I think I'm actually going to kill the Kodo like this. And let's just go ahead and kill the Defender like this. Heal my Light Spawn back up. Fast turn. Okay, so basically now it would take some real work for him to win. I mean, he's in top deck mode. He's drawn 2 more cards than I have, but he's in top deck mode and I have stuff on the board. Yeah, there's no way. Maybe some legendaries like a Deathwing could have brought him back, although I could have... Actually, Deathwing, I could have Shadow Word Deathed to death. So interestingly, folks, I think, and I hope Blizzard fixes this. At the moment, if all you care about is gold, if that's all that you care about, you should just concede your games at 8 wins. You can also press this retire button down here, but that's kind of mean. Do a service to the community and concede some games to inject more prizes into the system. Because on average, you'll get more gold out of 8 wins than at 9. Now, I am playing on, not just because I want to show you guys how awesome I am and get up to 9 wins, but because I actually value the extra prizes at 9 wins. I value the gold cards. I value the extra packs because I do want to play Constructed someday. I just don't want to play Constructed until I have a lot of cards. I don't want to buy packs. So basically my game plan, as it were, is mulligan all this expensive stuff and get some 2-drops. My game plan is to play Arena a whole lot. If I'm spending money, spend it on the Arena, and then use that as a way to very slowly build up packs and then get into Constructed later on. I'm also waiting for Blizzard to add modes for Constructed. So like in Magic Online, for example, ooh, that's good. In Magic Online, you know, you can play in Constructed tournaments. In Magic Online, you know, there's a practice room where people are just practicing their constructed decks, and that gives a lot of incentive, you know, to play Constructed. Whereas here in Hearthstone, yeah, you got the gold gain, but other than that, it's all kind of pointless. Rank doesn't mean anything. Gold's gain is, even after the buff, is still really slow. So it just seems kind of pointless. Alright, I think it is worth it, actually, because this Lightwell's going to die, to spend a coin here and play a Taunter. That's the turn. Taunter holds up very well. You have to swing both of his creatures into it. Granted, he's not losing cards in the exchange, because the Loot Hoarder gives him back a card, so it's just a 1-for-1. But the advantage is that my Lightwell survives. I could have played the Motion Warden instead, I suppose. But I like the idea of clearing out his board there. You know, maybe I should have played the Motion Warden. No, because the Loot Hoarder wouldn't have attacked in. Yeah, maybe the Motion Warden would have been a little bit better. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Add Bomber. Okay, so he's just putting that on the board. It's obviously not going to make much of a difference. Fairy Dragon. Okay, this is actually extremely tragic because both of these things have 3 powers, so I can't kill them with the Kodo. This is the time, I suppose, then, to play the Warden. So he survives against both of them, unless, of course, my opponent has Blessing of Kings, in which case either one will kill my Warden. That also will do the trick. However, now I would say he overextended a little bit against Holy Nova. Because basically these 2 creatures killed my thing, but I am killing a lot of real cards here. Alright, so let's see what the situation is. I have a Lightwell on the board. We both have 5 cards in hand. My cards are okay. I wouldn't say they're great, but they're okay. And he's first to play. Alright, this shows he doesn't have anything else. Oh, I see. He wanted to give that a buff. Oh my god! It's like he's playing around my stampeding freaking Kodo. He keeps buffing his thing, so I can't kill him with it. I could silence this and then stampeding Kodo, but that just seems dumb. What I think we need to do here is the following. First of all, let's Shadow Word Pain. That was a timely arrival. That. And then let's play the Light Spawn, because that holds up really well against this thing. He's got Blessing of Kings, he's got Blessing of Kings. If he's got Silence, he's got Silence. But I think we should be okay here. Hammer of Wrath, okay. He's going to draw a card. And then kill it, I assume. Int Master, okay. A little sad to see that now that I've played out my Holy Nova. But I think when I used the Holy Nova, it was still a fine time to use it. Okay, so now I could Stampeding Kodo, 50-50 shot at killing the Imp Master. Don't have any way of getting rid of the Imp in the first. I could play the 6-6 instead. Well, my odds are only getting worse. So we'll take the chances here. Alright, well, we got lucky that time. Nothing else to do with the mana, so let's pass the turn. He's 1 damage away of killing the Lightwell, so any little buff will do. But then I would say that I'm doing pretty well. I can Stampeding Kodo off this guy, and I can also drop a Temple Enforcer to keep my Stampeding Kodo healthy and happy. I could even play it and heal, so things are good. But Paladins do have lots of stuff they could drop right now that's big and scary, so I wouldn't rule him out just yet. Looks like he's got the kill. Oh, nope, he was thinking about it. He's going to make a reinforcement. Okay.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. And... Alright, he's going to get the kill, I think. Avenging Wrath. Ah. Wow.
Was a mistake.
That was... I don't even know how improbable that was. I can't even begin to fathom how improbable that was. Holy shit. So, there were 3 targets. He had 8 missiles. Only one of them had to hit the Lightwell. I mean, the odds of it, none of them hitting the Lightwell are 7/8 to the 8th power? That's... Oh, Jesus. Sorry, alright. Well, that was crazy. That was stone cold ass crazy. Let's go ahead and kill this biggest creature. Heal up. Pass turn. That was ridiculous. Okay, the Lightwell's not that relevant at the moment anyway. I mean, yes, it can heal some stuff, but it's not, like, super great. But still, just the sheer improbability of it. Oh my god, the Cult Master is really... See, this is what I'm talking about. This always happens to me. He's got the way to turn stuff into cards. I might have actually turned both of them into cards, or is he going to throw the other one into my Temple Enforcer? I might have thrown both of them in before charging in with that guy, just to get the extra card. Alrighty. Let's see. I can actually steal this thing. I believe it would have Summoning Sickness. Still seems good, though. I mean, it's better than waiting around for something better. Yeah. Let's go ahead and
Let me change
do that. It doesn't have Summoning Sickness? Really? Wow, alright. Well, even better than I thought it was. This is actually a pretty good time for the Sun Fairy Protector. That's like, his ability is not horribly irrelevant. It's like a poor man's Defender of Argus. Really poor man's Defender of Argus. Ah, there it is. I've said this before, but it's very important as a Paladin to draft this card if you see it. It's like the only out you have against big creatures. It's pretty effective there. Alright, he's got a big creature himself. It's actually going to be difficult for me to deal with it. Ah, Enter Fire is a pretty good card. Oh, don't mind me, I just have a 9/9. Let's not get greedy, let's just clear out all this stuff. We'll trade here. Trade there. I'm actually not going to play the Grizzly, I'm going to heal this to put it above Consecration. So Consecration will not kill it. And you know what I've noticed? The classes that have a really good 6-drop have a nice edge in the arena. I'm not saying it's too good or anything, but it's definitely a nice edge. So the Shamans with their Fire Elementals are just crazy. And then these Temple Enforcers are really, really good. And so the fact that it's a common card and you can get a lot of them makes a huge difference. Oh, my poor opponent can't catch a break. He buffed before his turn so that he could draw an extra card from Divine Favor, and that just means he dies. I believe that was a quit of frustration. Now the Lightwell, I really don't think it was relevant. We can look back over the game tape and see if it maybe healed one of my creatures for 3 health somewhere and that made it survive or whatever, but it didn't really matter that much. I'm just going to have to do the math and figure out what exactly 7th to the 8th power over 8th to the 8th power is. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this arena. I'm really happy that I'm on my last arena for a while. I was able to get up to 9 wins for you folks. So you can see some more high quality priest action. Let's see what we get here. 60, 45, pack, 110... Golden upgrade. See, like, this is what I'm talking about. So, right here, we got 200... I've actually noticed in my videos, I get this math wrong, like, all of the time. This is 105 plus 110, which is 215 gold. Now, that's a little bit lower than what you'd get on average for 8. For 8 wins, the minimum seems to be like 225, and sometimes as high as 300. But I'm happy to lose some of that gold and get like a golden rare. I think that's really badass. I also realized, actually, in my last video, there's a comical mistake I made in my annotation. I want to show that after this and correct it. Let's go ahead and first of all take a look at our reward. Power, very important common, important common. Ooh, man, these are all like really high quality commons. Every single one. Right, no, junk ass trash rare, but all good commons. Really happy to get those. Anyway, I checked in my last video like to see if I had 2 golden lightning storms. And I do! I missed this times 2 down here. I have 2 golden lightning storms. Which means, actually, I should disenchant this. Because I don't need it. When am I ever going to need it? I'm going to play with the gold ones. Boop. And that's it. Look at that. Alright, folks. Thanks so much for watching the video. As always, please like and or subscribe if you did enjoy it. Let's go ahead and take a look at our sneak peek. And after the weekend, when I come back from my trip, we'll see you next time. And here's whom we might be playing as. We'll see you then.